Hi, Floppy Catters. I'm at my parents' lake house this weekend, which means that my cats, Charlie and Trigg, and my parents' cats are all together. So this is Murphy. This is one of my parents' cats. Murphy will be 15 in August. Bo, I call him Bo. And then Chiggy is on the stairs there. So there's a bunch of people down here this weekend and dogs. So Tato, my sister's new puppy, he's not so new anymore. And then my parents' German Shepherd Parker.
Where did Chiggy go? Where's that Chig? Where did that Chig go?
Chiggy hides upstairs because my parents have a 2-year-old German Shepherd who's actually pretty good with Chiggy, but my cats just aren't used to dogs. And so he hides upstairs pretty much the whole day until Parker goes to sleep, and then he's crazy all over, like jumping on the furniture and all sorts of stuff. And everybody goes to bed at nighttime. We're having major breakthroughs this morning, so I wanted to share. Parker, my parents' 2-year-old German Shepherd. Murphy, my parents' 15-year-old Ragdoll. This is the breakthrough, folks. He's gonna go right by Murphy. This, incredible. Good boy, Parker, you stay. Good boy. Good boy, Parky. Good boy. Parky, that was such a good boy. That was such a good boy. Yes, 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 that's a good boy. Good boy, Parky, do. Good boy. Good job, baby. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Good boy. Last year, we were here. Parker was in his house, which is this cage over here. Because everyone had gone in the boat to go skiing or something like that, and he couldn't go. So my mom will put him in his house when we're gone so that he doesn't get into the cat litter and just that sort of stuff. She does that with her dogs for the first 3 to 4 years of their lives and then stops doing that. Anyway, he was in the house. I was in the house too, running to get something, and Trigg came down the stairs, and Parker went nuts, like he was gonna kill him. Like, where are you? Who are you, foreign invader? I've never seen you before. I'm gonna kill you. So I'm always really nervous when I bring him down here because of that. So that's a major breakthrough that we had this morning. So proud of Parky, Bobo. I'm so proud of him. So proud of him, Bobo. It's a good Parky Boo. It's a good Parky Boo. Where'd Caymus go? Where'd Caymus go? You were a good boy, Parky Boo. Whoa! Somebody's still around. Parky, you're really nailing it. Parky. Good boy. There's Nui. Good job, Parky. Good boy. I let him, that's enough. I let him approach Charlie a little bit more because Charlie's more confident. We'll see what he does here. Parky? That tail's too excited. Leave him alone, Park. Sometimes, if there's no threatening, like Charlie's not growling, then I kind of let them work it out themselves. Bo. Yes, I know. All right, guys. Well, it's a good start to the week for us. So proud of Chiggy and so proud of Parky. You want to say goodbye to everybody? Say bye. Thanks for watching me.
I'm gonna be a dog fan eventually. I just don't know about the M's. What are you doing? I'm missing you because you're never around. I'm missing you. Who are you? What are you doing up there? How come you're so cute? What happens if your paws fall through there? Are you coming back?
Well, here we are again. Trigg, Caymus, Charlie.
Hi! What's everybody doing? You wanna say hi? That's so nice. Frenchie says hi. Hello.
Charlie says hi. And then Bobo. Bo, are you gonna come say hi too? You gonna come up, baby boo? So I apologize if this is repetitive, but Trigg is my cat. He will be 9 next month. Charlie is my cat. He will be 9 July 2019. This is Caymus. He's one of my parents' cats. He'll be 15 in August. And then Murphy is my parents' other cat, and he'll also be 15. My cats do not live with my parents' cats. My cats live with me at my house, and my parents' cats live with my parents. So when I come to my parents' lake house, all 4 of them end up being together. We've been together for 3.5 days, and today we were gone for 8 hours, so they spent 8 hours alone with one another. But Caymus and Murphy were introduced to Charlie and Trigg when they were kittens, which was huge because they always accept the reintroduction with one another. There's usually growling and hissing, but honestly, as they've gotten older, it's becoming more and more easy. Like, they just don't have the fight in them that they used to, and they, I guess, don't have the ego, if you will. So it's really been nice as they've gotten older. I also leave cat food out all the time when the 4 of them are together, which really sort of irritates my mom because she's kind of the person that, like, the cats get fed at a certain time, and then if they don't eat, then the bowls are picked up and taken away. But I've found that as long as there's food around, then there's no reason to fight. So my cats tend to fight when they're hungry. So I told my mom, listen, especially those of you that really follow us on Floppycats, if you saw my brother's cat Boots, she got out of their house and got outside and was bitten by another cat. She ended up spending almost 10 days at the emergency vet because the wound got so infected. She got bit like back here on herself. I'll do it on Caymus because Charlie can't stand light touching. So she got bit like right here, so probably as she was trying to get away. And the wound itself went here down her back leg like that. It was humongous. She had to have surgery to remove the dead and the pus. So anyway, it was a good, even though I'm really sad that happened to her, and she is okay now and doing well. It's a good example to give to my mom and say, Mom, we don't want to deal with cat bites and wounds and emergency vets. Let's keep food out all the time. But Newey's really happy because Newey is a really good eater and he loves having all these food options, right, Newey? Yes. That my Newey. That my Newey. Still has pretty good weight. His muscles are pretty good still, not atrophied or anything. And he's always had the most incredible coat. Hi Floppycatters, we're back at the lake, which means another video of the 4 cats. I call him Gowie, Chiggy, Tink Tink, Trigg, it's his main name. Murphy I call Bobo or Cybo. Caymus I call Newey or Kickin' Newin', Kickin' Newin', Kickin' Newin'. And Charlie has a assortment of names as well. Woo, Wooey, Surzy, Trimanters, Bubby. My cats were introduced to my parents' cats when they were kittens. So Murphy and Caymus were 5 years old when they met this Wonder Nut, and 5 years old when they met that Wonder Nut. So luckily, when we get together with them a couple times a year, this is my parents' house, so it's Caymus and Murphy's house, and when we come down, they're accepting of them and whatnot. There's some hissing and growling, but in general, they get along really well. But I would say Caymus has always had the most luxurious coat in the world. It's, what are you smelling on me? What are you smelling? While it might not look luxurious, it is so luxurious to touch. It is like rabbit fur, how a ragdoll cat's fur is supposed to be. Murphy's coat is a good coat as well. It's just not like Caymus's, and they are half siblings. They have the same father. Charlie has a completely different coat altogether compared to the two of them. Like, see how far my finger goes in until I get to his body? Well, you can't because he's wondering why I'm poking him. When we got back from the lake the last time, Charlie gets really car sick. And this last time, my mom had left Caymus with me, and she took Murphy with her. So I had 3 cats in my car, and so I took Charlie, Trigg, and Caymus home together. Charlie got very car sick. We ended up at the emergency vet. Long story short, after an emergency stay overnight with blood work, X-rays and ultrasounds, it ended up being basically that he had inhaled too much air, and that's why he got so sick. So long ago, thanks to our YouTube channel, a Scandinavian vet was watching our videos and told me that Charlie has a crepe coat. So you can see how it's kind of creped there. And I said, okay, what significance does that have? And she said, well, is Charlie like very sensitive to his coat being touched? And I said, oh my gosh, yes. And he's like, I've always thought he's kind of neurotic. And she said, well, it's because his coat, his hair follicles are different than Trigg's coat, and Trigg's coat's a lot like Murphy's. But Murphy is a skinnier cat. Trigg's overweight. So anyway, what she explained to me was because I think Charlie's hair follicles are flat. They're either flat or round. It makes it very sensitive, so when wind or light touches or anything really bother the heck out of him, so those are the kind of interactions that we have. So there's a warning, and then usually one walks away, which is nice. So when we went to the emergency vet after we got home this last time, I told the vet, do not lightly touch him, like manhandle him, because he is so sensitive with just like wind or anything brushing up against him that it's better for him to be grasped. He doesn't not like light touches. But the other cats, don't mind light touches because they have the different hair follicle growth. Yes, that's my newie. This is the sweetest cat in the whole world. You can't convince me that there's a sweeter cat. Hi. I mean, not necessarily, I don't mean like to humans, but like just a gentle giant that would never hurt a fly. Newie. Oh, Newie! That's a big yawn, Newie. Bo says, what about me? What about me? I know, Bo, you're a nice kitty too, but that Caymus, man, wouldn't hurt a fly. If I didn't get canned food, I don't know how I'd eat because I just can't hurt anything. I'm just a nice Newie. Are you a nice Newie? You are a nice Newie, I know. Gaga, you're gonna come over here? Are you gonna come over here? That's a Gaga. Hi. See, my coat's like Murphy's. It's nice and soft, but then it has some straight hairs towards the back. Yes. And my 2 cats are not related to Caymus or Murphy. Can I say hi? I don't like to surprise them in the first 24 hours because they are pretty sensitive to everybody around them. My cats aren't related to each other, and they aren't related to Caymus and Murphy. But my Trigg is related to my cat Rags, who's the reason I founded Floppycats. So the reason why you're watching this video now, because of my cat Rags. And these two lived with Rags. They were almost 5 when he passed. So they lived with him for his first 4 months. And that was one of the reasons that I fell in love with Caymus, because he was so respectful of Rags. Murphy fought with Rags a lot, wanting to be the dominant cat. So they got along okay, but they were always in cahoots because Murphy wanted to be a top cat. Yes, I know, because you're a Blaze cat. Say yes, I'm just in charge. But then Nui just said, as long as I get my food, I do not care. I ain't a Caymus. I ain't a Caymus. Let me get the gookies out of your eye, kid. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching. These are my favorite times with all 4 of them. Super excited they can all be together and live harmoniously. We'll see you next time. Hi, Floppycatters. We're at the lake, which means all 4 kitties are here. What are you guys doing? Well, let's go see. Let's go get your hungries. You wanna go get your hungries? Yeah? What do you think? You think so? Whoa, what are you and Caymus doing? There's a cock-a-nooing. Okay, let's go. All right. So Caymus, Murphy, Trigg, and Charlie will show up in just a bit. So Charlie gets 1 tablespoon of dry food in the morning and at night. And while we've been down here, everybody benefits, except for my mom, who does not like the dry food sprawled across her carpet. Oh, guys, this is fun. My mom's cats have never growled or hissed when they eat, and my cats growl and hiss when somebody gets too close when they're eating. So it's kind of helped them not be so growly and hissy with each other when they're eating, which is really nice. So Charlie, Murphy, and Caymus are all seal mittids, and you guys can tell that even though they're all seal mittids, they all vary in color quite a bit and in coat. So they're all purebreds too. But the biggest thing is in a seal mitted is their ears are brown and their tail is brown. Charlie and Murphy have blazes, whereas Caymus does not. One of the questions I get a lot on Floppycats is, if they get a kitten, what will it look like when it gets older? Well, it's you kind of get an idea from an adult seal mitted cat, but you don't know for sure until they develop the color. Because as you can see, Caymus and Murphy, who are half brothers, Caymus is a lot darker than Murphy. So it just depends on their genes, it depends on what they're eating, it depends on their environment, it depends on the season sometimes too. Charlie gets a lot fluffier and darker in the winter. All right, guys, ask any questions below. We have a free newsletter that goes out on Wednesdays that you can sign up for. I'll include a link in the About section below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.